Hey, what's up, guys? I had a couple people ask questions about my knife collection that I posted a picture of, so I'm just going to kind of go through a couple of them and let you guys see what I have. This is, somebody asked about this one. This is a Cricut M16-13 Zulu. You see the model name is right there on it. I got this thing for like $50, I think, in Arizona at Fort Huachuca. I originally bought this as kind of my daily carry knife down there, and it was fantastic. It's still a great knife. It pops out really easily. Putting it away is a little weird, but it has two safeties on it pretty much. You have the lock right here that disengages the actual lock that holds in the blade. So if you push that down, you can't close it. If you push this over to the side, well, you can't push it over to the side. You have to actually push this down, push that over to the side, and fold it in. You can do it one-handed, so it's not that big of a deal once you get used to it. All in all, very good knife. I have no problems with this thing. Has a little bit of surface rust on it, but that's mostly because it got scratched up pretty bad. Next knife I'm going to talk about here is this Imtech USA. This is like a $17 knife I got for my birthday when I was like 18 or 17, I think. And honestly, this thing's been fantastic. As I said, it's like a $17 knife, but it has a full tang. The blade is 440 stainless steel, and no rust, no scratches. The blade stays sharp. It's actually a really sharp knife. You have these really fine serrations here and these heavier serrations right here. The only reason why I don't use this as my home defense knife is because this thing, the belt loop on it is very small. It doesn't fit over the belt that I'm using, and I like to actually mount my knives horizontal, so this sheath is not really made to do that very well. I need to make a sheath for it to actually work better. Then we also have my Boker. This is a AK-74. It's actually the model that it's called, as you can see. Automat Kalashnikov model of 74. It doesn't even spell it correctly, but it's supposed to be like the official Boker AK-74 knife, and this is automatic, and it is legal for me to own this because I am military. So that's that knife. Fantastic knife. No problems with that one either. Got that one in Tucson in 2012. Had it since then, and no issues whatsoever. This is my Gerber knife. I used to daily carry this all the time. Just a little knife, dual edge. It's not anything super serious. You're not going to want to use this for any like heavy use or anything like that. Very thin blade, but as like a self-defense knife, it's really good, and just for cutting 550 cord and shit like that. The only complaint I have with this thing is that the clip on it is almost too good. You see how it folds back in on itself right there? If you put this thing on a belt, you're not going to get it off. You have to take the belt off in order to actually pull this thing off the belt. But that doesn't really matter. The sheath actually holds it in there really good, and it pops right out. Thumb and forefinger, just push on it, and it just comes right out. So as long as you're not worried about having to take the sheath off all the time, this is honestly a really, really good knife. All these knives I have are actually really good, otherwise I wouldn't have bought them. The other one here is this Smith & Wesson Search and Rescue Tonto. I bought this for like $20 or $30, I think, and on Fort Campbell. It was really cheap. Surprisingly, it's been really good despite how cheap it was. This is actually my home defense knife. This is the one that I keep on my tactical belt in my closet. My home defense gun is a shotgun, but I have a knife as a backup, and this is the one that I use currently until I can get a better sheath for this one. Now, the last one I'm going to talk about is one I actually made myself. This one is made out of a hedge clipper. Just kind of took the hedge clippers apart, pulled the handle off of it, full tang, paracord wrapped it, then took an angle grinder to it, sharpened that up, kind of thinned out the top of it a little bit, cut off the little thing that was right here that you hook onto the handles or whatever. It took me like, total build time was like 20 minutes maybe, but it was spaced out over a couple days because I couldn't really find the time to actually sit down and work on it. But yeah, paracord wrap, and I had this little loop right here. I usually put my middle finger in there, and then just hold it like so. Then if anything pushes on it, it's not going to go anywhere because that's holding on to it. And if it falls out or tries to pull away, it's on my hand, so I still got a hold of it. So yeah, those are my knives. That's really all I have to say about those. I have a couple more that are laying around here somewhere. I'll find to do another picture or video on later, but yeah, there you go.